Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Rocky Ankeny. I've spent years making content surrounding band directing, music education, drum corps. That's kind of been my niche thing. Specifically some series, Dear Future Band Directors, parts 1, 2, and 3, and a year in the life of a band director, that kind of stuff. And here I am. I know I posted a video a little while ago saying that I was back, and I haven't really been back other than a little snippet of my wedding, which you've seen, but I just wanted to kind of let this serve as an update. So where we're kind of at, and obviously like my background is not what it always has been, so let's give it a shot to kind of give you an update and what you might expect going forward and where I've been and what's been up. So this may not be a video for you. Again, I'm just here to lay it down for you. So I have my notes here, so just referencing this way. The school year completed for me back in May, and I have actually left Franklin County High School as their band director. I was there for 4 years, and it was an amazing 4 years to get to kind of take what the previous band director did and continue to carry the torch and build that. And the person that took over for me, who I went to high school with and marched cadets with, Mr. Adam Singer, is taking that torch and continuing to run with it. And so I'm really glad the program is in great hands. But let me rewind as to why all this happened. So my wife, now wife, then fiance, she's had chronic back pain and various other pains for years. Like, feels when she was sleeping, it would feel like there's like she's on like a bed of rocks on her lower spine, like there's just a bag of rocks there. This kind of pain would extend all the way up into her head or down her legs. Just a lot of things going on. That has been stuff that's been happening for 8+ years, maybe even before that. And we finally, we prayed and prayed and prayed, and we finally got the answer to years of questions at the perfect timing, because I would be able to help her and be there for her. But she had this rarer, I don't want to call it a disease, but she had Tarlov cysts in her spine, which is your spinal cord filling up with spinal fluid. And it's not something rare, but more rare to have symptoms with it. There's only 2 doctors really in the United States that really work on it. This guy that kind of invented the whole idea of working on it and treating it, and then the guy that he taught. So long story short, after a long trial of doctors saying, "You're crazy, nothing's wrong, blah, 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 what's going on?" I kept encouraging her, and we finally got answers that she does have Tarlov cysts. She's not crazy, and all of that issue with nerve pain and everything that's been going on has been because of those. So we realized that she needed to have surgery, and she's in the middle of her master's degree in oboe performance here at the University of Georgia. So realizing, what my calling was, and we prayed about it a ton and how we both felt, I decided to move to Georgia at the conclusion of the school year, after we got married and after we went on our honeymoon, to help her get through the recovery. And so she had the surgery in Texas. We came back, and I was here in Georgia, and I didn't have a job, quite honestly. Nothing was lined up. I told her, I'll work wherever I need to work as long as somebody's there to look after you and take care of you. And her recovery is going well, by the way. She had the surgery in really late June, and we flew back in early July, around the 4th. And she has been recovering well, and I'm super duper just impressed by everything that she does and who she is as a person throughout this entire process, and I'm happy to support her. But I also knew that I couldn't be a band director, or at least a high school band director, and continue to be available for her in the way that she needed me to be. And if I was a high school band director, I'd be a mediocre high school band director and a mediocre husband, because I'd be bad at both. I'd always be gone. And so I was just looking for something, but more importantly, family came first, because you can be replaced at work, but you cannot be replaced at home. And don't get me wrong, I have loved high school band directing for years. I loved being at Franklin County. I loved being in my hometown. I loved being in that community, and really understanding that and building that up. But again, family came first. And we said I do in early June. and immediately from there we went on our honeymoon, came back, and here we are. So I'm available for her, and that's what happened. So yeah, she had spinal surgery. It was a whole ordeal, and of course she's still recovering from it, and the recovery time is not something that's short. It's something that will take a little bit of time to be fully recovered. She's still on, obviously, no bending, lifting, or twisting up to a certain amount of pounds. It's increased since we had the surgery. I think we're about maybe 6 weeks post-op. I can't remember exactly. Yeah, I think it's about five weeks post-op. And here we are. So I'm here for her, and she's recovering well. So you're like, well, what are you doing now? Bless the Lord, he just at the right moment had this elementary job that's 5 minutes from where we live here in Georgia open up, and interview for it and get offered it, and I took it, and it allows me to be available for her. Obviously, I miss the high school band directing aspect of it, but it's really cool for me to, number one, be home every day by like 3:30 unless something weird is going on or something extra, which rarely ever happens. And it's nice to not have to worry about, weekend stuff with marching band and that kind of stuff. Now, I do miss band directing, but it's really cool to be able to spend that time pouring into my, family life with my wife and just spending time together and helping her out as she needs it. And it has allowed me to do more things like finally get to make this video after we kind of let the dust settle, and hopefully get this out. I say all that to say this. I do know that my calling in life is to be a band director, and I know that my heart for that and my desire for that isn't going to go away. I'm still a member of the Virginia Marching Band Cooperative Executive Board, so I'm still helping out with that even from afar. I'm now one of their at-large representatives, or at-large members. And we still have a lot of videos to catch up on that I have notes for. As it happened, I can talk from the past view of all the Dear Future Band Directors 4 and 5 that have been years in the making. Like, I wrote down things as it happened. Like, they're still here in my notes. I just need to talk them at you, edit them together, and put them up for you. And so I'll kind of do that. There's also all the logged footage from a year in the life from both of those years. To kind of catch you up to where we are. As far as everything else, I vlogged our honeymoon, which was a Disney cruise, which is a cool experience. We have a new channel for that one. It's the Rocky Point Family Channel. I'll put it somewhere. You can click on it. The logo's green if you search for it. And that's up. And hopefully we'll have an update about her spinal surgery if that's something you're interested in there. So make sure you subscribe to there. I'm also now on X or Twitter or whatever we're calling it, at Rocky Point Vlog. I'll put that handle somewhere too. I'll be posting hopefully a little bit more, just more updates and things. Just make sure you're checking that out. Go follow me there. That's a public thing you can look at. We'll talk band, we'll talk education, random other things that have to do with that. And I'm thinking lofty, and I'm not really good at meeting these, but we'll see. Maybe there's a way for me to still or bring back the podcast, which was the Young Person's Guide to Band Directing, and talk to a lot more of the contacts that I have about specific things that, number one, are keeping me in the band director mindset. I don't want to get rusty, and also learn from some really great people. So hopefully we can get at least 5 more episodes up this year. Lofty goal. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned for that. And I'm trying to see what else. Yeah, we'll just try to see if we can get that fit back in. And this is new adventures. I mean, I'm looking at this elementary music position as a chance to continue to affect lives positively using the medium of music and teach life skills through the power of music. And it's tough in a lot of new ways. I'm excited to see how that continues to develop, making new contacts, new friends, and in a lot of colleagues at work, and just feeling super supported. And it's super interesting to kind of come at this elementary music position knowing kind of the end goal. Like, I taught grades 9 through 12 in band, high school band. Now, what can we do in elementary music to help prepare those kids for getting to middle school band or orchestra or choir or theater or musical theater or whatever they're going into, and help them be more well-rounded and make that experience that much more fun, enjoyable, not only for the middle school and high school band directors or orchestra directors, etc., choir directors, but just making those kids more successful, and those programs ultimately better in the long run because they have a deeper appreciation and are better prepared for what is coming up. So that's kind of my goal looking at this, because I didn't graduate college thinking that I would be teaching elementary music, and here we are. So luckily I have some great contacts. Like I'm going to shout out Miss Sarah Shelton Martin. Absolutely, she's been doing this for many years. I'm not going to say how many, but she's been doing it for a while, and she's just stellar at it in Virginia. So I've been contacting her a lot. She's been great. So thank you, Sarah. Sarah Deacon in Florida is killing it, which is my wife's best friend, and hashtag anything for the Ankenys. She's been great at providing me a lot of things and resources to look at. Anytime I mention that I'm switching into elementary music, I've had a bunch of, cadet friends, Selena, or teachers, past teachers, now colleagues and friends, Selena Madem. A lot of people like that get me in touch with people that will really help out. And the district has been really great here at helping me adapt and giving me things to look at. And really supportive specials team at the elementary level where I'm teaching. So shout out to all of the folks that I work with. You guys have been really great, and I'm excited to see what this year brings. So if you have questions for me, comments, you want to say something, leave it below. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Again, I don't do monetization. I don't make money off of these things. I'm just here to update you and kind of have a log of everything that goes on. So very genuine, not really scripted, just notes so I don't ramble forever. And I think that that's about it. So again, left band directing job in May, got married in early June, which you saw a little thing on there about that. We went on our honeymoon, vlogged on the Rocky Point family channel, so hopefully more cool things going up that are just kind of random family stuff with me and Marissa there. Then we, flew to Texas, spinal surgery on her lower spine, came back, a lot of recovery stuff and unpacking and all that jazz, and still not fully unpacked, but and now here we are. I got my elementary music job. We have an income. We budgeted. We're getting settled here in Georgia as my wife starts the second year of her master's degree while still recovering. So if you're in the Athens, Georgia area, I am also in the Athens, Georgia area, or anywhere in Georgia, just let me know. I'm also gonna plug my website right around here, okay? And it just talks a little bit more about me. I'm available to do judging or clinics. I've judged everything from all-state to marching band competitions. Obviously, I marched cadets back in the heydays, and I know a ton about brass things, but I'm well-versed in all of it. Again, I've had experience for years and years doing band directing stuff, and so if you need a judge, you need someone to clinic, you want somebody to watch some videos, I have a website. You can contact me that way if you need some assistance and would like to get somebody to help you for some compensation through boosters or the school system or whatever, because it's not very often you find someone that isn't currently band directing that has the band directing experience. So let me know and I'd be happy to help. So in the meantime, thank you for watching me babble on, and that was not a 2018 SCV reference for those drum corps fans, but thanks for listening to me. I hope we talk again soon, and until next time, don't forget to follow me on Twitter/X. We'll catch you guys later.